It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Chiefs and the Niners, and it's kicking off next.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their ninth-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's a give left side for Shipley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, Shipley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Purdy from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't right. Number 30 in the league right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Second down and 6 now. Toss right side to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle this time to Fowler. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Shipley.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
3rd and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. In motion, right one of the tight ends. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The motion man is Fowler. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a handoff up the middle.
Meeks, and he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meeks.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
They'll run on first down. Meeks. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing now is Mahomes.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Purdy now to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
2nd down and 4. Now Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Shipley.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's taken in by Franklin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Meeks.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meeks. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 yards on the 1st down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now a give. Running right is Lewis.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 75. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Nice move by Lewis. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Back to throw, Purdy.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Shipley.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
That'll be caught by Rice. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Meeks. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Mahomes now to throw.
That one caught by Rice.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Purdy looking to throw. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49ers first down.
They'll give it to Shipley.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And
he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. They'll run. Here's Shipley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Up the middle they go. Meeks. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man right side is Rice. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. He's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. They go play action here. Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's Barry. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
A run on first down with Shipley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Shipley again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Purdy now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barry. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We're back now in KC. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy. Now he's flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here comes Shipley.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now Purdy. He finds Pickens over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 3rd down, they go with Shipley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Rice.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The motion man is Fowler. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
He was covered by Henry.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Back to throw again. And complete into the hands of Fowler. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he stays up. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. The motion man is Fowler. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
His 1st rushing touchdown on the year.
Mahomes will throw for it. It's complete.
And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barry.
And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes 2nd down and 5. On the run is Shipley.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing, Purdy.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. To the right side goes Shipley.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Will Shipley
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 27-20. 1:08 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Mahomes. That's taken in by Knox.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Mahomes. That one caught by Rice.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Mahomes to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mahomes.
This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this